Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, today I want to talk to you about something powerful, something we all need at different times in our lives. A reset. Life can often feel like it's moving in a direction we didn't plan for, and we find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of uncertainty, mistakes, and missed opportunities. But guess what? It's never too late. It's time to reset your life, to stand up tall and make the choice to start fresh. I'm not talking about just making small changes. No, I'm talking about flipping the script and taking full ownership of where you're headed. So let me give you 8 key steps, 8 key notes on how to reset your life and take control. Facing the truth is one of the most profound steps you can take in your journey of personal growth and transformation. It's not an easy task, but it's essential if you want to reset your life and move forward with clarity and strength. Too often we live in denial, hiding from what's real, what's uncomfortable, or what's painful. We distract ourselves with busyness or justify our actions in ways that allow us to avoid confronting the truth. But ignoring the truth does not make it disappear. It simply festers, silently undermining your potential and happiness. To face the truth is to acknowledge both your triumphs and your failures, your strengths and weaknesses, your desires and your fears. It's about seeing yourself fully without the filters or excuses that you've used to protect yourself from the harshness of reality. This kind of self-awareness is the foundation for real change. It's only when you come face to face with who you truly are, without judgment, without shame, that you can start to see what needs to be healed, changed, or improved. One of the first truths that many of us must face is that life doesn't always go as planned. We set out with dreams and ambitions, and somewhere along the way, we may have gotten lost, distracted, or derailed. Maybe we failed to reach a goal, or we made mistakes that set us back. Perhaps we've been stuck in patterns that don't serve us, or we found ourselves in situations that no longer align with who we want to be. Facing the truth means acknowledging that life isn't perfect, and that's okay. Perfection is a myth, and failure is often the best teacher. The important thing is to stop blaming yourself or others and start taking responsibility for your current situation. In this moment of truth, you must be willing to let go of the stories you've been telling yourself. For example, maybe you've been telling yourself that you're not good enough, or that success is reserved for others, not you. These limiting beliefs can keep you stuck in a place of complacency or fear. They prevent you from taking bold action and moving toward the life you truly want. But when you face the truth, you see that these stories are just that, stories. They don't define you unless you let them. When you look honestly at yourself and your potential, you realize that the only thing holding you back is your own mindset. The power to change lies within you, but you have to recognize that first. Facing the truth also involves understanding your emotional state and recognizing any unresolved issues that are affecting your decisions and behaviors. Many of us carry around unhealed wounds from past experiences, relationships that ended badly, missed opportunities, past failures, or things that were said to us that stuck deep inside. These emotional burdens can have a powerful impact on how we move forward in life. Sometimes we carry them for so long that they feel like part of who we are. But when you finally face the truth about your pain, you free yourself from it. You realize that you are not defined by your past hurts, and you have the power to let them go and move on. Finally, facing the truth is about recognizing the areas where you've been holding yourself back. Maybe you've been playing small because you're afraid of failure or judgment. Maybe you've been procrastinating or avoiding making decisions because you're scared of the unknown. The truth is, no one is going to change your life for you. It's all on you. When you face the truth, you realize that you have the ability to change your circumstances and take control of your destiny. You have the power to make different choices, take bold steps, and pursue your goals with determination and courage. Facing the truth isn't about being harsh or critical of yourself. It's about being honest, compassionate, and willing to grow. It's about seeing the whole picture, both the good and the bad, and using that understanding to fuel your growth. When you can stand in the truth of who you are, you become unstoppable. It is in this honesty and self-awareness that the reset of your life begins. Letting go of the past is one of the most challenging yet liberating decisions you can make. It requires you to release the weight of old experiences, hurt, regret, and resentment that may be holding you back from fully embracing your future. We often cling to the past out of fear, familiarity, or the need for closure, but holding on to what no longer serves us only limits our potential. The past is a place of learning, not a place to live. If you continue to hold on to it, it will prevent you from stepping into the future you deserve. One of the first steps in letting go of the past is accepting that it's over. Whatever happened, whether it was a failed relationship, a missed opportunity, a painful loss, or a series of mistakes, has already happened. No amount of dwelling on it or wishing for a different outcome can change the past. You can't go back and rewrite history, and neither can anyone else. It is what it is. And the more you fight it, the more you keep yourself anchored to a time that no longer exists. By accepting that the past is behind you, you give yourself permission to stop trying to change it, allowing your energy to be directed toward building a future that aligns with your goals. Part of letting go also involves releasing negative emotions attached to past events. These emotions, whether they are anger, bitterness, guilt, or regret, are like shackles that bind you to a version of yourself that is no longer in alignment with your present self. Holding on to these emotions only keeps you in a state of stagnation, preventing you from healing and moving forward. It's not about forgetting or pretending that the hurt didn't happen. It's about recognizing that the emotional weight is draining you. You are allowed to feel the pain, but you must also allow yourself to release it. When you forgive, whether it's others or yourself, you are no longer carrying that burden with you. In letting go of the past, it's essential to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't mean that what happened was okay or that you condone the wrongs done to you. Forgiveness is an act of self-liberation. It's a way of freeing yourself from the grip of past hurts. When you hold on to anger, you only poison your own well-being, while the person you're angry with may not even be affected by your resentment. Forgiveness allows you to regain control over your emotions and reactions, freeing your energy for personal growth and peace. Another critical part of letting go is detaching your identity from past events. Often we define ourselves by the mistakes we've made, the failures we've experienced, or the labels others have placed on us. We believe these events or opinions define who we are. But the truth is, you are not your past. You are who you choose to be today. Just because something happened or you made a mistake doesn't mean that's who you are forever. The past is a chapter in your story, but it doesn't define the entire narrative. When you let go of the identity tied to past events, you open the door to becoming the person you are meant to be. Letting go of the past also means reframing your perspective on what happened. Instead of viewing your past experiences solely through the lens of pain and regret, try to see them as lessons. Every mistake, every setback, every hardship carries wisdom that can guide you toward a better future. The key is in how you interpret those experiences. You can choose to view them as roadblocks or as stepping stones. By shifting your perspective, you transform the way you relate to your past and its power over you. Finally, letting go of the past means making space for new possibilities. If your hands are full of old baggage, there's no room for new opportunities, relationships, or growth. The more you release what doesn't serve you, the more you create space for the new blessings that life has in store. Letting go isn't just about releasing what's negative, it's also about making room for the joy, the love, the success, and the growth that await you in the present and future. It's about trusting that the best is yet to come and allowing yourself to step forward into that promise. Letting go of the past is a process, and it requires patience, understanding, and self-compassion. It's not something you do overnight, but it's a necessary step in resetting your life. When you finally release the hold that the past has on you, you will find freedom. Freedom to heal, to grow, and to embrace the future with open arms. Creating a vision for your life is one of the most empowering things you can do. It's like setting the destination on a map before you embark on a journey. Without a clear vision, you're left wandering aimlessly, unsure of where you're headed or how to get there. A vision gives you direction, purpose, and a sense of motivation that can push you to keep going even when the road gets tough. It's a guiding light, a dream for the future that drives the actions you take today. The first step in creating a vision is to get clear about what you want. Too often we live our lives based on what others expect from us or what society tells us we should want. We may follow a path that doesn't resonate with our true desires simply because it seems like the right thing to do. But a vision is personal. It must reflect your own values, passions, and dreams. Ask yourself, What do I truly want? What excites me? What makes me feel alive? These aren't just surface level questions. They are about digging deep into your soul and understanding what truly motivates you, what brings you joy, and what aligns with your purpose. Once you've defined what you want, it's time to paint a picture of what your life will look like when you achieve it. This is where the power of visualization comes in. Imagine yourself living your ideal life. What does your day look like? Who are you surrounded by? What impact are you making? How do you feel in this version of yourself? The more vividly you can see this future, the clearer your vision becomes. Creating a vision isn't just about setting goals. It's about imagining the experience, the emotions, and the sense of fulfillment that will come with living your dream life. It's also important to make your vision big, bold, and inspiring. Don't hold yourself back when crafting it. Too often we create visions that are small, safe, and limited by what we think is achievable. But a true vision should challenge you. It should inspire you to stretch beyond your current circumstances and push the boundaries of what you believe is possible. It should excite you and give you a sense of purpose that keeps you moving forward even when things get tough. Once you've created this vision, break it down into achievable steps. A vision may feel overwhelming at first because it represents a big change or a new direction. But by breaking it down into smaller, actionable goals, you turn the vision into something tangible. Start by identifying the first few steps you need to take to move closer to your vision. This could be anything from acquiring new skills, expanding your network, or making specific lifestyle changes. The key is to take consistent action toward your vision. No matter how small the steps may seem, your vision should also be flexible. Life has a way of throwing unexpected curveballs, and sometimes the road to your dream may take an unexpected detour. However, having a clear vision gives you the ability to adapt and course correct while still keeping your end goal in sight. It's important to remain open to change and allow your vision to evolve as you grow. This flexibility ensures that you don't become discouraged if things don't go exactly as planned. The essence of the vision remains the same. It's just a path to getting there that may shift along the way. In the process of creating a vision, you must also commit to the journey. A vision doesn't become reality overnight. It requires persistence, effort, and dedication. The road will be long and challenging, but when you have a vision, you have a reason to keep going. You'll face obstacles, doubts, and setbacks, but each of these is a part of the process. The key is to keep your eyes on the prize, to remind yourself why you started and to push through even when it feels difficult. Having a vision is what will keep you motivated and focused during the hard times, and it will serve as a reminder of the bigger picture. Creating a vision is an act of self-belief. It's about trusting that you are capable of achieving the life you want and believing in your ability to make it happen. Your vision isn't just a fantasy, it's a possibility waiting to be realized. When you align your actions with your vision, you start to see opportunities and pathways that you might have overlooked before. The vision becomes your North Star, guiding your decisions and your energy in a direction that is aligned with your purpose and your highest potential. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It's about recognizing that your choices, actions, and attitudes directly shape your reality. Too often we find ourselves blaming circumstances, other people, or even fate for where we are in life. We might say, if only I had the right opportunities, or if only they hadn't treated me that way, or if I were born in different circumstances. While it's natural to feel frustration or resentment at times, the truth is that we hold the power to create change in our lives. Taking responsibility means acknowledging that the key to transforming your situation lies within you, not in external factors. When you take responsibility, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. Instead of seeing yourself as powerless, you recognize that you have control over how you respond to life. You are no longer at the mercy of outside events or the behavior of others. You understand that your thoughts, your choices, and your actions influence the direction your life takes. It's about taking ownership of your past, your present, and the future you are creating. This mindset shift frees you from the trap of victimhood, which can often lead to passivity, blame, and inaction. Part of taking responsibility is owning your mistakes. Nobody is perfect and we all make mistakes, but the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to learn from those mistakes. When you refuse to take responsibility, it's easy to justify your actions. shift the blame, or deny accountability. But when you own your mistakes, you gain valuable lessons that help you grow. You stop seeing failure as a reflection of your worth and instead see it as an opportunity to improve. You learn, you adapt, and you do better next time. Taking responsibility for your actions is a key component of personal growth. Another crucial part of responsibility is the ability to make choices. Life doesn't always present us with perfect options, but every moment offers a chance to choose. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for life to happen to you, and you start actively making decisions that align with your goals and values. These decisions might not always be easy, but they're yours to make. Whether it's choosing to work toward a dream, setting boundaries in a relationship, or changing a habit, responsibility means recognizing that every choice you make is a step toward creating the life you want. In taking responsibility, you also take ownership of your emotions and reactions. Life can be tough, and we all face challenges, but how you respond to those challenges is within your control. You might not be able to control other people's actions, but you can control your attitude, your responses, and your behavior. Taking responsibility for your emotions means not blaming others for how you feel. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shift your perspective, manage your reactions, and choose how you show up in the world. Additionally, taking responsibility involves being proactive about your life. Rather than waiting for things to change or for someone else to solve your problems, you take initiative. If there's something in your life that isn't working, you don't sit back and hope it gets better on its own. You take the necessary steps to make it better. Whether it's taking on a new challenge, seeking out opportunities, or putting in the work to achieve your goals, being proactive allows you to feel empowered and in control of your life's trajectory. You stop living reactively and begin living purposefully. Taking responsibility also means that you don't make excuses. It's easy to fall into the trap of rationalizing why things aren't going the way you want. You might think, I don't have enough time, I'm too old, or, ooh, it's too hard. But when you take full responsibility, you stop making excuses and start finding solutions. You become solution-focused instead of problem-focused. It's about refusing to let obstacles define you and instead finding ways to overcome them. The moment you stop blaming external circumstances and start taking ownership of your life, you unlock your full potential. Finally, taking responsibility involves creating a life that reflects your values and purpose. When you take responsibility, you ask yourself tough questions like, am I living authentically? Am I making choices that align with who I truly am? It's not about meeting societal expectations or trying to please others. It's about crafting a life that is true to who you are, your passions, and your goals. You recognize that the life you are living is a direct reflection of the choices you've made, and by taking responsibility, you have the power to create a future that is in alignment with your vision. Taking responsibility for your life is the ultimate act of empowerment. It is not about blame or guilt, but about recognizing that you are in charge of your destiny. By taking full ownership of your actions, emotions, decisions, and future, you create the conditions for growth, change, and fulfillment. The moment you step into responsibility is the moment you step into your power, and nothing can stop you from achieving the life you desire. Taking responsibility is a fundamental part of living an empowered and fulfilled life. It requires a shift in mindset where you move away from playing the victim or assigning blame to others, and instead recognize that your actions, decisions, and reactions shape your reality. At its core, taking responsibility is about acknowledging that you have the power to change your circumstances, no matter how difficult or out of control they may seem. When you fully embrace responsibility, you no longer wait for others to solve your problems or for the world to hand you opportunities. You take ownership of your life and your future. One of the first steps in taking responsibility is acknowledging that you are in control of your actions. It's easy to fall into the habit of blaming external factors for our situations, whether it's our upbringing, our environment, or the people around us. While these factors certainly influence us, they do not define us. Your actions and decisions are what ultimately determine the course of your life. You have the ability to choose how you respond to any situation, and it is these choices that shape the outcomes you experience. When you take responsibility for your actions, you stop allowing life to happen to you, and you start making life happen for you. Another aspect of taking responsibility is owning your mistakes. We all make mistakes, and it's easy to fall into the trap of justifying, minimizing, or denying them. However, true growth comes from acknowledging our missteps and learning from them. When you take responsibility for your mistakes, you move past the blame game and start to look for the lessons that can propel you forward. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, you focus on what you can do better next time. It's through taking responsibility for our errors that we grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Mistakes are not something to fear. They are opportunities for learning and self-improvement. Taking responsibility also means accepting the consequences of your actions. Whether those consequences are positive or negative, they are the result of choices you've made. If you've worked hard and made the right decisions, you reap the rewards. But if your choices have led to undesirable outcomes, taking responsibility means owning up to those results and doing what you can to make things right. This might involve apologizing, making amends, or simply learning how to avoid repeating the same mistakes. By facing the consequences, you also empower yourself to make better decisions moving forward. The key is to stop looking for excuses or placing blame on others, and instead focus on what you can do to correct the situation. Moreover, taking responsibility is about not only owning your actions, but also your emotions. It's easy to blame others for how we feel, whether it's anger, sadness, frustration, or disappointment, but the truth is that no one can make you feel anything without your consent. Your emotions are a reflection of how you interpret and respond to situations. When you take responsibility for your emotions, you recognize that you have the power to choose how you feel. You stop letting external circumstances control your inner state and instead choose to manage your emotions in a way that serves you. This doesn't mean suppressing or denying your feelings, but rather understanding them and choosing how to respond. Taking responsibility also involves being proactive in creating the life you want. Rather than waiting for opportunities to come to you, you actively seek them out and create them. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop making excuses about what you don't have or what you can't do. You start focusing on what you can do with the resources, skills, and abilities you already possess. It's about recognizing that you are not at the mercy of your circumstances, but you are the architect of your future. If you want something different, you must take action to make it happen. One of the most powerful aspects of taking responsibility is the realization that you are in charge of your own happiness. Too many people rely on external circumstances or other people to make them happy. They wait for the perfect job, the perfect relationship, or the perfect situation to feel fulfilled. But the truth is that happiness comes from within. When you take responsibility for your happiness, you recognize that it is your choice to be happy, regardless of your circumstances. You begin to focus on the things that bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment, and you stop waiting for someone or something to change in order for you to feel good. Your happiness is your responsibility, and when you take ownership of it, you create a more positive and meaningful life. Ultimately, taking responsibility is about empowerment. It's about reclaiming control over your life and your destiny. When you take responsibility for your actions, emotions, and choices, you stop feeling powerless and start becoming the creator of your own reality. You move from a mindset of limitation and frustration to one of possibility and growth. The power to change your life is within you, and by taking full responsibility for it, you unlock the door to true personal growth and transformation. Embracing change is one of the most important and transformative aspects of personal growth. Change, while often uncomfortable or intimidating, is an inevitable part of life. It's not something to be feared, but rather something to be welcomed. When you embrace change, you open yourself up to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new experiences that can propel you forward in ways you never imagined. Rather than resisting change and staying stuck in old patterns, embracing it allows you to grow, adapt, and evolve into the best version of yourself. One of the first steps in embracing change is recognizing that it is a natural part of life. Nothing stays the same forever, and trying to hold on to the past or resist the flow of change only leads to stagnation. The world around us is constantly shifting, and we are no exception. Change can come in many forms: new jobs, relationships, life stages, or even personal challenges. But it is always a reflection of the ever-changing nature of life. When you acknowledge that change is inevitable, you can start to see it not as something disruptive, but as something that can bring positive growth and transformation. A crucial part of embracing change is being willing to let go of what no longer serves you. This might include outdated beliefs, negative habits, toxic relationships, or limiting fears. Letting go can be difficult because it often requires stepping into the unknown. but it is an essential part of moving forward. Holding on to the past or staying in situations that no longer align with who you are or where you want to go only holds you back. Change offers the opportunity to release what is no longer needed and make room for new experiences and growth. It allows you to shed old layers of yourself and step into something bigger, brighter, and more in tune with your true self. Another aspect of embracing change is shifting your perspective on uncertainty. Often, when faced with change, we feel anxious or fearful about the unknown. It's natural to want to have control over everything and to be certain of the outcome. However, embracing change requires you to let go of the need for complete certainty and to be open to the possibilities that come with uncertainty. It's about trusting that, although the path may not always be clear, you are capable of navigating it. Change brings with it an element of unpredictability, but this can be liberating rather than limiting. It encourages you to trust yourself, to adapt, and to remain open to new possibilities that might be beyond your current imagination. Embracing change also involves being flexible and adaptable. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and the ability to adapt to shifting circumstances is key to thriving in the face of change. Flexibility is about being able to adjust your expectations, shift your approach, and remain open to new ideas. When you embrace change, you don't rigidly stick to your original plans or expectations. Instead, you are willing to modify your course as needed. Flexibility allows you to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, and it enables you to find creative solutions when things don't go according to plan. At the same time, embracing change requires a mindset of resilience. Change can be difficult, and not all transitions are easy or smooth. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. However, resilience is about bouncing back from adversity and using these challenges as stepping stones toward growth. When you embrace change, you recognize that setbacks are not failures, but rather lessons that help you build strength and wisdom. Resilience enables you to face difficult changes with a sense of determination and perseverance, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger. Another key aspect of embracing change is being willing to learn and grow. Change often requires us to step outside of our comfort zones and learn new skills, acquire new knowledge, or develop new ways of thinking. This process of growth can be uncomfortable, but it is essential for progress. When you embrace change, you open yourself to lifelong learning. You acknowledge that growth is a continual process and that each new experience is an opportunity to expand your horizons. Change encourages you to keep evolving, to embrace new challenges, and to become more capable and self-aware. Ultimately, embracing change is about recognizing that it is an essential part of your journey. Every change, whether big or small, offers the chance to move closer to the person you are meant to become. Instead of resisting or fearing it, you choose to accept it with an open heart and mind. When you embrace change, you allow yourself to live more fully, to experience life's richness, and to unlock your true potential. Change is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens for you, pushing you toward the life you are meant to live. Commitment to consistency is one of the most powerful practices for achieving long-term success and personal growth. It's not about occasional bursts of effort or short-term motivation. Rather, it's about showing up day after day, regardless of how you feel or what obstacles arise. Consistency is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up. It's the foundation for building habits, gaining momentum, and ultimately creating the life you desire. When you commit to consistency, you develop discipline, resilience, and the ability to push through challenges no matter how difficult they may seem. The essence of consistency lies in developing habits that align with your goals. It's easy to get excited about a new project or idea, but excitement often fades, and without consistency, the initial energy wears off. Committing to consistency means you make the effort to show up even when the novelty has worn off and the excitement has faded. Whether it's working on a career goal, fitness routine, or personal project, consistency is what keeps you moving forward. It's about doing the work, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Knowing that every small step you take is bringing you closer to your desired outcome. Consistency also builds momentum. At the start of any journey, progress can feel slow, and it may seem like your efforts are not yielding immediate results. However, when you stay consistent over time, you begin to gain momentum. Small, consistent actions compound and lead to significant progress. Think of it like pushing a boulder. At first, it feels heavy, and you might not see much movement, but as you keep pushing consistently, the boulder begins to roll, and soon enough it starts to move on its own. Consistency creates a snowball effect where the effort you put in today will pay off in the future. Over time, those small daily actions will lead to big transformative results. Moreover, committing to consistency helps to build resilience. Life is unpredictable, and you will face setbacks and obstacles along the way. But when you stay committed to consistency, you learn how to navigate challenges without losing sight of your goals. Resilience is developed when you keep moving forward, even in the face of difficulties. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going as planned, but consistency teaches you to stay focused and push through the hard times. It gives you the strength to keep going, even when the path is not clear and you feel like giving up. Over time, this resilience becomes ingrained in your character, and you become someone who doesn't quit easily, no matter how tough things get. Another crucial aspect of consistency is the sense of discipline it cultivates. It's easy to let distractions or temporary desires derail your progress, but consistency requires a level of self-restraint and discipline. You must prioritize your long-term goals over short-term comfort or instant gratification. This kind of discipline can be difficult to develop at first, but it becomes easier as you continue to practice consistency. You start to build a routine that supports your goals, and over time, it becomes second nature. Your commitment to consistency helps you stay focused on what matters most, rather than being swayed by fleeting distractions or external pressures. When you commit to consistency, you also gain clarity. Often, the reason people give up on their goals is because they don't see immediate results or feel discouraged by the lack of progress. However, consistency brings clarity by allowing you to measure your progress over time. Each day that you show up and do the work, you build a clearer picture of what's working and what isn't. You begin to see patterns, recognize areas that need improvement, and adjust your approach accordingly. The more consistently you work on something, the more clear your path becomes. Consistency enables you to make course corrections along the way, ensuring that you stay on track toward your ultimate goal. Committing to consistency also strengthens your sense of accountability. When you show up every day, regardless of the circumstances, you develop a deeper sense of responsibility to yourself and your goals. You become accountable to the commitments you've made, and this internal accountability drives you to take action even when motivation wanes. It's easy to make excuses or justify not working toward your goals, but consistency forces you to confront those excuses and move past them. And over time, this accountability transforms you into someone who follows through on promises, whether to yourself or others. The true power of consistency lies in the cumulative effect of your efforts. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it's rarely the result of a single moment of brilliance or inspiration. It's the consistent effort over time that leads to real change. When you commit to showing up every day and doing the work, no matter how small the actions may seem, you are steadily moving toward your goals. The key is to stay focused on the process, trusting that each step you take is building the foundation for the success you seek. Consistency is the key to turning your dreams into reality and achieving lasting success in any area of your life. Believing in yourself is one of the most transformative things you can do for your personal growth and success. It is the foundation of all achievement, confidence, and resilience. Without belief in yourself, even the most talented individuals can struggle to reach their potential. When you believe in yourself, you acknowledge your worth, embrace your capabilities, and give yourself permission to pursue your goals without fear of failure or judgment. This self-belief propels you forward, helps you navigate obstacles, and keeps you going when things get tough. It's about trusting that you are capable, deserving, and worthy of success. At the heart of believing in yourself is the understanding that you have unique strengths and abilities. Each person has something valuable to offer, and when you believe in yourself, you recognize and embrace these qualities. Often we are quick to focus on our weaknesses or compare ourselves to others, but believing in yourself requires shifting your focus to your strengths. It means acknowledging what you bring to the table and trusting that you have the tools to succeed. Self-belief empowers you to step out of your comfort zone, take risks, and seize opportunities that might otherwise intimidate you. It's about knowing that you are enough just as you are and that your potential is limitless when you trust in your abilities. Believing in yourself also means having confidence in your decisions and actions. Life is full of uncertainty, and it's easy to feel unsure about the choices we make. However, when you believe in yourself, you trust that you can handle whatever comes your way. You no longer second-guess yourself or let self-doubt paralyze you. Instead, you make decisions with conviction, knowing that even if things don't go as planned, you have the strength and resilience to learn, grow, and adapt. Belief in yourself provides you with the courage to take action, even in the face of uncertainty, and to move forward with confidence, regardless of the challenges you may encounter. Another important aspect of believing in yourself is resilience in the face of failure. Many people give up on their dreams after facing setbacks, believing that failure means they are not capable or worthy of success. However, true self-belief is built upon the understanding that failure is not a reflection of your abilities, but a natural part of the growth process. When you believe in yourself, you see failure as a stepping stone to success rather than a dead end. You know that every failure is an opportunity to learn, improve, and get closer to your goals. Self-belief gives you the strength to pick yourself up after a fall, dust yourself off, and keep going with even more determination. In addition, believing in yourself means trusting in your worth, regardless of external validation. It's easy to rely on others' opinions or seek approval from the people around you, but true self-belief comes from within. It's about recognizing that you do not need external validation to know your worth. When you believe in yourself, you are not dependent on the approval or recognition of others. You trust that you are valuable, even if others don't always see it or acknowledge it. This internal validation helps you stay grounded and focused on your goals rather than being swayed by the opinions of others. Self-belief also empowers you to set and pursue big goals without fear of failure. When you truly believe in yourself, you are not afraid to dream big and pursue things that may seem impossible. You recognize that success is not always linear and that the road to your dreams may be long and filled with challenges. However, self-belief gives you the confidence to persist even when the path is unclear. It allows you to remain motivated, take consistent action, and trust that in time, your efforts will lead you to success. Believing in yourself helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, no matter how difficult the journey may be. One of the most significant barriers to believing in yourself is the inner critic. The voice inside your head that tells you you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed. This voice often stems from past experiences, societal expectations, or comparisons to others. However, when you believe in yourself, you learn to quiet this inner critic and replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Instead of listening to doubts and fears, you choose to focus on your strengths, accomplishments, and the evidence that proves you are capable of achieving your goals. Believing in yourself means recognizing that your thoughts do not define you. Your actions do. When you believe in yourself, you also cultivate a mindset of possibility. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, you view them as opportunities for growth. Self-belief allows you to approach life with a sense of optimism, knowing that you have the power to overcome difficulties and make things happen. This mindset of possibility fuels your motivation, helps you stay persistent, and gives you the confidence to face any challenge head-on. Believing in yourself is the key to unlocking your full potential and creating the life you've always dreamed of.